Okay, so I hope you're seated in your posture for practice with your feet firmly planted on the floor, your tailbones balanced in your seat, and spine resting into its own right and natural curvature. Shoulders and upper torso muscles softening. Your hands resting comfortably on your knees. Feeling the muscles of the throat and around the jaws beginning to soften and relax. As the eyelids become heavier and the temples soften and relax. Observing the breath as it begins to slow down. Increasing your oxygen intake with each deep inhale. And exhaling with great release of cares and concerns outside of this present moment. Become aware of your living heart beating inside your chest. Allow your mind to release extraneous concerns as you focus on your beating heart. And listen to the sound of your breath as it overlays the sound and feeling of your beating heart. And as we use our mind and mental focus to align with our heartbeat, our breath, we can call to mind a simple intention or focus for our practice today. And as you allow that focus now to begin to just fade into the background of your mind, trusting and knowing that it will play out in its own right timing. For now, you can just breathe. Allowing your focus and your breath awareness to easily slip down the spine, down, all the way down to the very tip of your coccyx and the back of your pelvis. And now around as you gird yourself comfortably anchoring into balance, allowing your focus to come around the sides of the pelvis, all the way to the front and center, where the two sides of the pelvis meet. And this cartilage that connects the two sides of the pelvis, here in the front and center of your pelvis, is called the pubic symphysis. Here is where many of us struggle with a sense of softening as we enter the later phase of our lives. It's natural for the pubic symphysis to soften when and during childbirth. But for many of us who have continued and active lifestyles, it can be a surprise for it to soften in later years. But like all pain and discomfort in the body, it is simply the body's way of sending us a message. These messages, by design, help us to become more connected to our body and grounded in our power. If you are male, sometimes this area of the prostrate can also become uncomfortable in the latter years of our lives. In fact, it was the pubic symphysis that invited me into a deeper reflection of where am I currently prostrating myself unnecessarily in my life. How am I overextending the muscles and bones of this area of my body? Not only when do I feel pain, in what situation, but the deeper reflection of why might I be feeling this pain? And ultimately, what process might I move through to heal this pain and resolve my situations to love? As pain arises, it can be a deeper invitation to love ourselves. And so, as we invite the question in this specific area of the body, we can use the sounds in the background to support us in our focused listening to receive understanding. Sometimes when balancing the many different areas of our human experience, of our full and happy lives, we can become a bit stretched or worn when holding extremes together. But balance isn't about forcing our extreme aspects of our lives or of our own psyches to center. It's simply about resting into the breath, which is stillness in motion. Can you experience stillness in motion with your breathing now? And now, can you focus this stillness into the area of the pubic symphysis? You may become aware of the body's ability to communicate from brain to pubic symphysis. As you focus your attention on this area, the brain cells that extend all the way down from the central nervous system into this area begins to receive messages and to extend the intention that you choose into this area. It's a gentle electric experience of communication, both ways simultaneously. Allow what you are sensing here to expand, to fill the whole hollow of the pelvis, and deep into the pelvic bones, where new cells are being created for the body. Where we have an opportunity to reset intentionally to the rhythm and vibration of balance and health and well-being. Continuing to breathe deeply. Become grateful in your awareness. Grateful for this time of relative stillness. And allow this breath to be imbued with such gratitude that it is received with a soothing force that expands through the belly and upper thighs, buttocks and hips, that expands through the hands and lower arms and elbows, that expands upwards, up the spine and upper torso and chest and shoulders, through the neck and center of the brain, skull, face, all the way down through the knees, shins and legs, ankles, heels, feet and soles of your feet and toes. Expanding the breath to include the atmosphere now surrounding the body. Inches through the body and inches around the body. Expanding this breath of gratitude through and expanding to feet now surrounding the body. Feel this breath of gratitude expanding now through and expanding meters and yards around the body until you become, in a sense, aware of the greater sphere of energy that is now activated by your breath of gratitude. Activated and aligned, you now receive a greater awareness of the depth of information at all times available to you. Become aware if you feel a sense of temperature changes in the body, tingling sensations, or waves of energy as it moves through your mind, body, energy system. Breathe in this alignment of heart, of breath, the focused intention. Breathe in an expanded awareness of who and what you are. I am so happy for you to more deeply commune with your own nature. I am so happy for you to be surrounded by things that make you feel grateful and remind you of who you are. I am so happy for you to be connected with my own heart beating and alive and thriving in gratitude and joy. You might be beginning to feel a sense of profound love. For we, each of us, are connected in more than an intellectual sense, connected in more than a practical sense of breathing together and holding intention together. But we, as one, are connected across time and space, here and now, the present moment of our awareness, without effort or questioning if it's so. We simply breathe into what we know. And what is known radiates and expands freely throughout the entirety of our being and all that we are connected to. And as challenges arise in the body, we are reminded of our connection to each other, that in healing ourselves, in loving ourselves, we also raise the vibration of well-being of all we are in contact with. And this, in this moment, is our gift to one another. And so we breathe. We breathe all the way out to the outer stretches of our imagination and beyond. And we breathe all the way inward into the inner expanse of the space within us. Our water, our fire, our earth, and our atmosphere, all in alignment for the greater, more ultimate expression of our mastery of our energy. And this is good and worthy of celebration. Observe what you are sensing in the body, in the mind, in your mind's eye. In your feeling and emotions. All here, now, well. All is well. I am so grateful for our time of practicing together. And as we begin to bring our awareness back to center, centering within the body, within the mind, we can observe how we feel now as perhaps compared to when we began our practice. And we can release and surrender this energy and vibration towards our goals and intentions. And with joyful release, we can come into the natural conclusion of our practice together. Allowing the breath to begin to return to its normal pace. Bringing your awareness back into the room and your surroundings. Thank you so much for this time to be in practice. Blessings on blessings on blessings and high vibrations for the remainder of your day.